Good afternoon and welcome to the latest episode of Tom Talk Facebook Live. Thank God it's the end of another disappointing hockey season edition. I want to do a Tom Talk shout out to TapInto Newton. Are you interested in all things Newton? Do you want to be in the know about amazing events, happenings, and more? Of course you do. You're not Stunad. Well, for the best resource around on Newton arts and entertainment, schools, government, restaurants, shopping, and more, there is only one credible news source, and that is TapInto Newton. For more information on all things Newton, please go to tapinto.net/towns/Newton today.
Thank you.
No charge. Next events. Recreation Department bus trip to Wind Creek Casino, April 12th. Contact Recreation for more details. And call 1-800-GAMBLER if you have a gambling problem. Memorial Day ceremony at Memory Park, Monday, May 25th. Newton Day, Saturday, June 6th. FIFA World Cup Championship. You're welcome. Memory Park, Sunday, July 19th. In the last episode of Tom Talk Live, we had the original Jay-Z, Lieutenant Jared Zappa of the Newton Police Department. Today we continue our flagrant attempt for high ratings, social media influence, and free online advertising with banner ads and more by interviewing our favorite real news, not fake news, entrepreneur, Jenny Dericks of TapInto Newton. Great to have you on the program today, Jenny.
Thank you for having me.
All right, what do you do for a living? Tell our audience.
I publish, write, all things TapInto Newton, which are all, as you mentioned, all of the local goings on, whether it's the town council events or the parades down Spring Street. We cover it.
How long have you been doing this?
13 years. This is 13 years.
I know there must have been life prior to TapInto. What was life like prior to? What did you do career-wise?
Prior to career-wise, right out of college, I was in banking. Loan officer for mortgages.
Wow.
Right when the market crashed. So that was perfect. I actually did pretty well though, so it was okay.
Yeah, okay.
But then I was fortunate to be able to stay home and raise our 4 boys.
Mm-hmm.
We have, they're all grown and out of the house and successfully being adults. So I was grateful to be able to do that.
Good.
And then here I am.
How did your upbringing impact the choices you made with your education and career?
My parents always focused on education. It was very important. Parents, grandparents always put an emphasis on that. But more importantly, they also encouraged curiosity. So they always made me figure it out myself, from fixing a lawnmower to, go look it up in the encyclopedias. Back when we had encyclopedias.
Yeah, I had several.
So fostering curiosity, I think, is really where it has formed a lot of who I am with TapInto, with the news.
Sure.
As far as going to college, my decision was really made by the cost. Rutgers was a very good return on investment, I think, at the time, especially.
Sure, still is. All right, if you could go back in time and give advice to the younger version of Jenny, what advice would you give and why?
Probably be less fearful. Just go for it. But I'm not really upset about it because I kind of like where I am today, so I really wouldn't change much because that has informed who I've become.
Sure. What do you consider to be your greatest life or career achievement?
All right, so I mentioned my 4 boys. They're probably my greatest achievement. And then career-wise, I am proud of what we've done with TapInto Newton.
Good. If I could give you a do-over, one project, life decision, or choice you made, is there one you would do over and why?
All right, so taking all that I just said, I've always wanted to pursue law, go into law, but at the time it was cost prohibitive, so here I am. But again, I like where I am, so it's okay.
Okay. Most challenging experience you went through in your life, and how did you persevere?
My son, my youngest, when he was 7th grade, had a very serious head injury. And it took him a year to recover from it, but he recovered better than anybody could have expected. So that was a challenge, having to get him through that.
Sure. All right, let's talk organization. What's a typical day like or week working in the TapInto empire?
So there's no typical. I get up every day and you never know what's going to happen. There's always a few things on the calendar, but start out with either a walk or a run or my yoga practice or all of the above.
Yeah.
Check out social media to make sure there's been no trolls. Take care of them first. Check my email, and that usually sets my day because often things pop up that I wasn't expecting, and that will change where I go, or I just have to be flexible about what my day is going to look like.
Sure. Let's talk about online news versus traditional. Similar differences. Let's talk about that. You know, it's a new business model that Mr. Shapiro created many moons ago. So let's talk about online news and the traditional.
Online gives us a little more flexibility. We can publish and do publish 24 hours a day. That used to be the case, but you had to have a deadline. So for me, I can, I can work till 1, 2 o'clock in the morning if I need to. But we can also make changes. We can adjust on the fly if we need. We can have a lot more flexibility with photos and links, and that keeps the story, the articles more relevant, I think, to the readers.
Okay. Best part and most challenging part of your role?
They're both the same answer, people. Oh. The best part is I get to meet all kinds of people, yourself included, and work with them and talk with them and get to know them, and that could also be the most challenging part. So we'll leave it at that.
I mean, if you want to give me a list of people you don't like, we can do that.
Later.
I mean, I already know the list, but...
Okay.
In the next 3 to 5 years, how do you think people will obtain local news? Will it be similar to what we're doing today, or will it be even different, more different? Technology, social media, what do you think?
I think, well, I'm hopeful that people will appreciate it, the difference between real news reporting and AI-generated content. That we're just starting to see the beginnings of, and we know that AI isn't always reliable. So it's a matter of getting people to understand what they're looking at. It started out with images and maybe even voices, and now we're into a robot basically watching the video of a meeting and throwing out an article about what that meeting was, and it's not always accurate. And so I'm hoping that I don't think the digital footprint will change. I think other than it will continue to grow and people will rely on it as much as they do now, but hopefully the discernment about what's real and what's AI generated or not accurate will grow.
Good point. What do you think makes Newton a great place to work in or visit?
The people. I mean, I said that before. People here are pretty nice, I have to say. And everybody likes to get along that I've run into. They are proud of their town, and it is a really nice place to live. So I attribute that to the feeling that people have about their town and about each other.
Sure. Are there people in real life or on social media that you follow and admire? Who inspires you?
It's really the everyday people that I run into. I do get to meet a lot of really cool people, from kids in school all the way up through some of the seniors and everybody in between. And I get to hear their stories, and they're the ones really that just inspire me, because there are things that I could never know, would never know if I didn't get an opportunity to meet them.
All right, let's do some fun ones. I know you told Kat you love these. If aliens, I know this right out of the gate, I know she's going to hate this question. If aliens landed in front of you, and we know they're real, in exchange for anything you desired, to have any position on their planet, dream big, what would you want? You could do anything besides what you're doing. What would you do? Something different on the planet.
Something different.
Yeah.
That one stumped me.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Would you do like a TapInto, like Galactic or something? And
Sure,
be
why
like,
not?
Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah, it would be.
Travel around the galaxy. And
hard for me not to be curious. So
Right.
yeah, I think I would have to be out there
you wouldn't
providing the information.
Right. You wouldn't lose that curiosity
No.
just because you're on Mars or something.
Right.
If you had to be shipwrecked on an island, this is probably more feasible.
Okay.
But all your human needs were taken care of. What
Yes.
2 items would you want to have with you, and why?
Yeah, so this one also, don't want to be cliche and say my phone, but my music, I really like to have music with me.
Okay.
And the ability to take pictures. So
Sure.
if I could have something that does both of those things or one of those things each,
Practical.
that would be what I would want with me.
That's fine. Good answer. Favorite place to grab a bite to eat or relax in Newton or the county? You travel all over.
Yep.
Where do you like to go for a bite to eat?
Love the Farmer's Daughter. As hard as it is to get in, get a reservation there. I really love that. And then the other place that my husband and I go to a lot is Industry down in the county, down in Sparta.
Sure. When you're not working, what hobbies or activities do you enjoy to unwind?
So I kind of already touched on this. I do like to get out in the woods. I like to hike a lot. I like to run on the trails. And fortunately, right by my house, I can walk to the woods, and that's one of the things. And then I do yoga just about every day.
Any hidden talents or skills that might surprise our audience?
I have been a ballet dancer since I was 3 years old,
Oh.
and I still take a class once a week. So.
That's different. I don't think we've had ballet, right? Very good.
There you go.
Love it. That's why we do this show. These are the things we learn about.
Uncover, like an Peel the layers.
Oh yeah, we're peeling layers. Is there a favorite movie, series, or TV show that you enjoy or binge watch?
You're gonna think this is canned, but for some reason, my whole life I've been drawn to All the President's Men, and since I was in high school, I've enjoyed every time that movie comes on, I watch it, and I don't know why, and now I kind of figured out why, but still to this day.
Yeah, I can see that.
And then I love the Coen Brothers, so just about anything they do.
Sure.
Yeah.
Something on Jenny's bucket list that you still want to check off.
I have a lot more traveling I want to do.
Where do you want to travel? Tell the audience.
Next thing I want to do, I take my family on some type of an adventure every other year, and we've done a few good adventures. Alaska was our last one, but I'd like to get to Utah and hike some of the parks there.
Alaska cruise?
Yes. Yeah.
All right, someday.
Someday.
Okay. Are you a dog or a cat person?
Neither. Growing up, we had every animal you could imagine in the house,
Yeah.
and I
It
just
didn't stick.
don't want the hair. I don't want the smell, the responsibility.
Interferes with the yoga.
I don't mind other people having pets.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Alright.
Love that.
But
Not in my house.
Okay. Being honest. If nothing else here, we respect honesty.
Thank you.
know, fake people. All right. Favorite cartoon?
Yeah. We weren't allowed to watch cartoons growing up, so that's hard. I do like some anime my kids have introduced me to.
That's good.
And I do have a new appreciation for Bugs Bunny.
Yeah, it's fine. Favorite food? Favorite food. Lock it down.
Lock it
Friday
down.
night.
Steak,
Steak. How do you like it cooked?
medium rare.
So much Helen. That Helen, the other Helen. All right. Favorite movie? Besides All the President's Men, it's on AMC. It's on whatever. And I know I can recite it, but I'm watching it. What's the movie?
Best in Show.
Favorite superhero?
Don't have one. You.
See, that's the type of answer I'd expect from one of my employees. You know, but I thank you.
You're welcome.
She's not being truthful. Come on, that's not even true.
Takes
All right.
a lot.
Yeah. Favorite sports team?
Right now, let's go Devils, unfortunately, like you
Yeah,
said.
they're going to be golfing with the Rangers. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I
At
did
least you
not
like.
love Jack Hughes after the
Yeah, I
Olympics.
know. At least you like
right?
hockey, though.
Yeah.
Gotta respect that. Next year, both teams will be better next
Okay.
year. That is a Tom Talk lock.
Okay.
Favorite musical band? You talked about music. Who are we listening
I'm
to?
an 80s fan.
Right.
Cure, like alt music in the 80s, Morrissey.
Yeah.
But my favorite all-time album is Paul Simon's Graceland.
Good album.
That on anytime and dance
I
around.
remember buying that. Yeah.
Yeah.
On CD. All right. What do you love about the town? You talked about the people. Is that what you love the most about the town of Newton?
I do. I like the small town feel that you have,
Mm-hmm.
which means people are nice to each other, they respect each other. But I also like, my husband and I come up and we go riding on the Paulinsville Trail and that kind of stuff. So
Good.
I like the outdoor stuff that you have here at the theater. We like to go to Newton Theater.
You gonna come to the Martini restaurant when it opens, the Martini bar?
Well, I don't drink, but I'll come along.
Does your husband?
Yes.
All right, bring him.
All right, I'll bring him.
All right. Anything you want to say about the New Jersey Herald? No, that was Cat. I wouldn't. Yeah.
It's sad that they went off the cliff.
Yeah, sad, right?
Sad.
All right.
Yeah.
Everything has its time and place. Tell Mr. Shapiro I said hello. Is he
should.
watching? Does he know?
He will now.
All right. Thank you, Jenny, for being a good sport and legendary guest on Tom Talk Live. That's a wrap. Check us out on Facebook and Instagram for further updates on Town of Newton events, happenings, and more. Russo out.